Hey guys, what's up? So a new interview with Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, has come out. And while the questions are fairly straightforward, it is actually Toriyama's answers to these questions which are very in-depth and actually expand the lore of some of these aspects of the Dragon Ball franchise. So what exactly are S-Cells and how do they contribute to the Super Saiyan lore? So the question that leads into this is, can anyone become a Super Saiyan if they train? So major credit to Herms98 on Twitter as well as White4517 also on Twitter for these scans. S-Cells are basically cells that every Saiyan has. Some Saiyans have fewer of them, some have more of them, and certain aspects of a Saiyan's life factor into how many S-Cells they have and how easily they can become a Super Saiyan. So as Toriyama puts it, once these S-Cells reach a certain number, like once a Saiyan has enough S-Cells in their body, they need some sort of trigger such as anger like the original Super Saiyans like Vegeta, Goku, Gohan did, which will explosively increase their S-Cell count, causing them to change into a Super Saiyan. So as he further explains, most Saiyans don't have a whole lot of these S-Cells, so this actually makes sense as to why no other Saiyans have become a Super Saiyan until Goku transformed on Namek. So here in the scan, it says, how does one increase S-Cells to become a Super Saiyan? So the answer to this is having a gentle spirit is a great increase to one's S-Cell count, so it definitely makes even more sense that the Saiyans did not become Super Saiyans because, you know, they're a very barbaric species and love fighting and love war and everything like that. So having a gentle spirit is like not a part of their nature. So it actually ties in a lot to Goku becoming the first Super Saiyan in however long, because being raised on Earth in that gentle environment, he is a gentle, pure-hearted person. But that's not all. They do need a certain amount of battle power to kind of nurture these S-Cells into becoming more numerous. And finally, we get a picture of Goten, and he's finally confirming the biggest fan theory that Goten and Trunks had inherited the Super Saiyan-like gene from their fathers. And as Toriyama says, he inherited a lot of S-Cells from his father, who was a Super Saiyan. He was raised in a gentle environment, he has a gentle heart and spirit, and he had a high enough battle power to be able to transform. So he had all those things working for him in terms of being able to turn into a Super Saiyan. So factor one, a good and righteous heart. Now I think this factors a lot into the environment in which a Saiyan is raised. Like you see Vegeta is raised on planet Vegeta, and then, you know, he's basically Frieza's lackey most of his life. And you contrast that with Goku, who went to Earth, was raised by Grandpa Gohan in that peaceful environment, so that really contributed to incubating a lot of the S-Cells in his body and helping them multiply. Factor two, having a higher battle power or enough of a battle power to be able to spark those S-Cells. Factor three could be inheritance. If your father was a strong warrior or a Super Saiyan especially, that makes it that much easier for you to be able to obtain that transformation. And factor four is the trigger, which is typically anger or some sort of emotional state, something that will like spark that fire, igniting the S-Cells and bringing about the change in your body into the Super Saiyan form. So what do I think of all this? It seems to me that a lot of people are saying, oh, that provides a really good explanation for the Universe 6 people with how easily they transform into a Super Saiyan. Which I suppose it does with the righteous spirit and the battle power aspect of things. However, are we really led to believe that there wasn't any trigger in their entire history that would make one of them turn into a Super Saiyan? I feel that their S-Cell counts should be way high enough to be able to accidentally transform. You know, Goku, when he first transformed, didn't know anything about Super Saiyan, yet he still accidentally transformed when he got that anger trigger from Krillin's death. So it doesn't make 100% sense to me. in terms of the concept of this S-Cell thing, I'm wondering when Toriyama came up with this. Like, did he just come up with it on the fly? It seems that he, it's kind of an in-depth answer, so he must have been thinking about it for at least some amount of time. Or he might have just stolen it from the Star Wars prequels. I'm getting the major vibes of midichlorians in this, in how they are kind of taking a biological explanation into this Super Saiyan transformation, like they took a biological explanation for Jedi and the Force, which to me really detracts from like the spiritual and emotional aspects of these, abilities. Super Saiyan was something tied to like your spirit and your emotions. And now he's just saying, oh, no, it's just cells in your body that need a trigger for you to transform. Yep. And that's why the Universe 6 Saiyans are easily transformed into the Super Saiyan transformation. So in general, I don't really care for this concept all that much. It explains a little bit of how the Universe 6 Saiyans are able to transform so quickly. However, there's still the part about not a single Universe 6 Saiyan transforming in history, even though their S-Cell counts are so high, so it doesn't really add up. There doesn't really seem to be much point to this explanation or bringing up this explanation in general. And I feel that Toriyama kind of midichlorians Dragon Ball. So anyway, that's my current thoughts. What do you guys think of this S-Cell stuff? Do you think it makes sense? I hope you liked the video. Go ahead and share it out and get this information out there. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy.